Tech billionaire Elon Musk had a lot to say about the ongoing Twitter deal at the Qatar Economic Forum, having a one-on-one talk with Bloomberg's editor-in-chief, John Micklethwaite. Musk stunned everyone when he said that he came up with a plan to attract around 4 billion users on Twitter. This is half of the world's population. Also, Elon said that, when he understood the number of fake accounts was wrong, he proposed a new deal. He wanted to pay 75% of the original price, but the Twitter board declined this new offer. And in spite of this fact, he is still committed to the Twitter deal. But Elon now has a few requirements from the Twitter board, and if not accepted, he will abandon Twitter forever. Furthermore, Elon explained how Chinese influence in the USA affects his deal with Twitter and what he will do to minimize this influence from China. Even though the US Securities and Exchange Commission with Twitter's board of directors jointly advised shareholders to support Elon Musk's $44 billion bid in April. We are going on to the third month since negotiations started, but there still isn't any news of when parties will actually put pen to paper. Many have been left wondering if there is even any deal at all. But after this interview, Musk might have just provided the clarifications for everyone. Tesla CEO Elon Musk claimed that he is still waiting for the information about fake or spam accounts on their platform. But this time there is a positive development. The Twitter board finally agreed to explain how they determine that 5% of everyday Twitter users are fake spam. Twitter CEO Agrawal has accepted this request of Musk, and Elon privately will get the proof that less than 5% of users are bots. For Musk, this is a crucial issue. While this might not seem like a huge deal at first, if you think about it, wouldn't everyone's Twitter experience just be 1,000 times better without all the fake bot accounts? The fact of the matter is that they can have a really bad impact on the site's integrity and reliability. Moreover, Elon Musk explained his plan on how he is planning to expand Twitter's user base to about 80% of the population of North America and about 50% of the population of the entire world. And he claims that he cannot do that unless Twitter can convince people that their platform is safe for all kinds of people and views and ensures that no one will be harassed to the point that they don't even want to use the service. And you can bet that Musk isn't playing around when it comes to these spam accounts. Elon knows a thing or two about these internet trolls, since he became the target of one of these accounts earlier this year, when a Twitter user with the handle @ElonJet started posting round-the-clock updates regarding the whereabouts of the Tesla CEO. Musk obviously didn't take this blatant invasion of privacy very nicely and claimed that it was a security risk. He even offered the 19-year-old behind the operation a hefty sum of 50 grand. But the teenager didn't budge and is still posting regular updates at the time of recording this video. This month, Musk abandoned his plans to use a margin loan secured by his Tesla investment to help pay for part of his purchase of Twitter in May, and instead raised the equity portion of the transaction. And even though Elon got financial assistance from investors like Larry Ellison, Sequoia Capital, and Saudi billionaire Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, these investors are still waiting for weeks already to finalize this deal. Although there are no funding requirements in Musk's agreement to buy Twitter, the terms of the deal call for Twitter to cooperate as much as Musk reasonably wants in order to assist with the financing arrangements. In the event, Musk claimed that Twitter was actively fighting and blocking his request for data, but according to the most recent reports, Twitter is finally building under the pressure and have agreed to release the data. During the event, the 50-year-old businessman did make it perfectly clear that once he is in control of Twitter, his focus will be directed more towards exploring ways to improve the service rather than running it. He said that he merely wants to be responsible for driving the product rather than assuming the role of CEO, as he does at SpaceX and Tesla. One thing we noticed in the entire conversation is that Musk seemed to have a much more assertive tone when talking about his deal with Twitter than he was talking about his other ventures. He declined to give a definitive answer on whether or not eventually the deal is going to happen. He repeatedly cited the bot and spam accounts issue as something that could either make or break the deal. Even though the company's share price has drastically decreased from the $54.20 per share that Musk initially suggested, Musk revealed that he is still determined to move forward with the acquisition. He also talked a lot of other things ranging from growth to potential layoffs, anonymity, and even Twitter's connection to the cosmos. While that last one might just be Elon being Elon, there were a lot of key takeaways to take from this session. But probably the most important thing Musk talked about in this session is if the deal will happen, how he plans on dealing with the potential conflict of interest that might arise due to his involvement in China. According to Musk, even if the deal is accepted and will become CEO of Twitter, his business operations in China won't be a problem. China is obviously an important production hub and a rapidly growing market for Tesla vehicles. A lot of people, including Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, believe that Musk's interest in China could be a really big problem if the deal with Twitter goes through. Bezos alluded to the potential conflicts in a tweet by asking, did the Chinese government just gain a bit of leverage over the town square? And if you're having trouble deciphering what that means, see, much like other social media platforms, Twitter is officially banned by the Chinese government. But it is a well-known fact that Xi Jinping's propaganda machine still exploits these platforms to spread its message all over the world, mostly with the help of spam bots. Only time will tell whether or not Musk's business dealings will pose a threat to his mission to completely eradicate Twitter of spam accounts. Therefore, it seems highly likely that the deal will happen. It's all a matter of when. Acquisitions as big as this one usually take their sweet time to come to fruition. It's pretty clear that Elon is the one with the most leverage in this situation, with the board siding with him, and the financial backing to justify his demand. The executives over at Twitter will eventually have to meet most, if not all, of Elon's demands. That's it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.